This system was given the highest rating by CEG, and I gave it a high rating too. But will this system help us double our bankroll? Or will we have to walk away with our tail between our legs, animal style? Let's check out In and Out together today on JackAce. What up, donkeys? JackAce here with JackAce.com, and today I'm hungry for protein-style wins. And it looks like In and Out might deliver wins fresh and never frozen. And if you hit for the cycle, you can turn $10 into $400 in just 4 spins. The suggested buy-in for In and Out is $400, and with the starting bet of $10, that means you have 40 opportunities to hit for the cycle. In and Out is a positive progression system with 4 tiers. For the first tier, you're gonna bet $10 on any even money bet. We're putting $10 on black. And why do we bet on black?
Always bet on black.
When that hits, you win $10 and you bet $20 on a dozen or a column. We're gonna be betting the third column. When that hits, you're gonna win $40 and go to tier 3. For tier 3, you're gonna put $40 on an even money bet, and as a hedge, another $10 on an uncovered split bet. We're gonna bet $40 on black and $10 on the 0-0-0 split. When the even money bet hits, you win $30, and when the split bet hits, you win $130. For both wins, you're gonna go to tier 4. For tier 4, bet $60 on any dozen or column, and yes, another $10 hedge on an uncovered split. We're gonna put $60 on the third dozen and $10 on the 0-0-0. Even if you hit the split, you're gonna win $110. Win or lose on tier 4, you're gonna reset to tier 1. So let's get into it. We're starting with a 7.91 million balance, and we're playing on a 0-0 wheel. This system is a positive progression system, so you go to the next step when you win, and you reset to tier 1 when you lose. 23, that's a whack, minus 10. And when you're on tier 4, you're always gonna reset to tier 1, whether you win or lose. 10 black, that's a hit, plus 10. And we're gonna move on to step 2, which is $20 on the third column. 18, that's a hit, it's a multiple of 3. We win 40, and we're gonna go to step 3, which is 40 on black and $10 on the 0-0-0 split. You can bet $10 on any uncovered split, so one of the splits that has 2 reds. And 2 black, that's a hit, we win 30. We're gonna go to step 4. That is $60 on the third dozen and $10 on the 0-0-0 split. You can bet any dozen or column and any other non-overlapping split. So 29, that's a hit. We've hit for the cycle. We win 110, and we are currently up 180. And we're just gonna keep playing this until we've doubled our bankroll, $400. We're gonna reset to tier 1, and we hit. That's a $10 win, so we're up 190. Pretty good start to this system so far. And reset on step 2, $20 on column 2. 6, that's a multiple of 3, so we win $40. We're up to 30. And we're gonna bet 40 on black and 10 on 0-0-0. If you'd like me to review your roulette system, fill out this Google form. And if you'd like me to fast track the review of your system, join my Patreon. Patreon members get access to spreadsheets that I've written for gambling, a crap simulator spreadsheet, and a roulette simulator spreadsheet I've written for gambling. And I think I'm gonna make my spin tracking spreadsheet available for Patreon members as well. You also get discounts at my JackAce merch store, and in general, it just helps support the channel. 10 black, that's a hit. We are up to 60, and we're gonna see if we can hit 2 cycles in a row. 60 on the third dozen and 10 on the 0-0-0 split.
No more bet.
I'm just gonna rip through the wins and losses real quickly. For tier 1, when you hit, you win $10. For tier 2, you win 40. So 22, that's a whack, that's in the second dozen. Lose 70, we're currently up 190. For tier 3, you win 30 or 130. And for tier 4, you win 110. So if you hit for the cycle, you'll be ahead either 190 or 290. 34, that's a whack. Since the starting bet is $10, our $400 starting bankroll gives us 40 bullets. And if you hit for the cycle, you may gain a few more, but you'll always have at least 40 tries to hit for the cycle. 18, that's a whack. When do you walk? We're gonna walk when we're up 400 or more.
No bet.
25, whack. Expected loss per spin. With the $10 starting bet, you have an expected loss of 27 cents on single zero and 53 cents on a 0-0 wheel. 19, whack. For in and out, the wheel coverage is 48.6 for tier 1, 32.4% on tier 2, and 37.8 for tier 4 on single zero. And it's 47.4% on tier 1, 31.6% on tier 2, 52.6% on tier 3, and 36.8% on tier 4 for double zero. 27, that's another whack, 6 reds in a row. For whacks on the even money bet, you have 19 whacks on a single zero wheel and 20 whacks on double zero. 8 black, that's a hit, win 10. We're currently up 150. For comps, this is not a comp system. With the $10 starting bet, I don't even think the pit will look your way. They probably won't even ask for your player's card. Your comp value per spin is going to be around 10 cents. So even playing 100 spins, you'll barely earn enough for a coffee at the coffee shop. 20, that's a whack, minus 20. Reset to step 1. If you like learning about roulette systems, go to my site, JackAce.com. There I have a catalog of over 550 roulette systems. You can sort them by my rating, by the average bet size, by the buy-in, drill down to see spin-by-spin results. And you can also check out a tool I've written called the Roulette Bet Analyzer. There you can enter your roulette bets. It'll show you how much you're going to win for every result, what your expected loss per spin is, what your expected comp value per spin is, and what percent coverage of the wheel you have. 18 red, that's a whack. What are the pros for the system? This is a good play all day system with 40 bullets, and since you have the ability to win extra bullets, it's going to take a lot for a knockout blow. 26 black, that's a hit. We're going to go to step 2, $20 on the third column. What are the cons? There's a lot of churning with this system.
Churning lots of butter.
Even though I said it was a good play all day system, that's usually bad when it comes to requiring lots of bets in order to hit your winning target. Double zero whack. Go to step 1. The more you bet, the more the house edge cuts into your win potential. 10 black, that's a hit.
No more bets.
14, that is not a multiple of 3, so that's a whack. Go to step 1. Alternate bets, there really aren't any improved bets you can make here. You're only making 1 or 2 bets at a time. If you want to mix things up, you can choose to follow the last even money bet or the last dozen that hits, but that won't really affect your chances of hitting your target. 6 black, that's a hit. Going to bet 20 on this third column. 34 is not a multiple of 3, so that's a whack. And go back to step 1. When CEG ran their trials for in and out, they won 170 in 26 spins. They hit for the cycle once, and they hit the tier 3 jackpot once. 5 red, that's a whack. So they were definitely on the positive side of variance. 12 red, whack. Also, check out my JackAce merch store, shop.jackace.com. There we have a ton of gambling merch, both roulette and craps and blackjack, video game merch, crypto merch, Rubik's Cube merch, and of course JackAce branded merch as well. 21 red, whack. Probabilities, the probability of hitting for the cycle is 3.2% on single zero and 2.9% on double zero. Another whack. And hitting for that cycle means you've increased your bankroll by 190 or 290. $25, whack.
No more bets.
Back-to-back 25s, another whack.
No more bets.
24, there's a hit, we win 10. We're currently up 40. Gonna bet 20 on the third column. Our starting unit here is $10, so if you want to scale the system up or down, you can just divide by 10 and then multiply it by your desired starting bet. 12, that's a hit. We win 40, currently up 80. Now 40 on black and 10 on the 0-0. This system is even playable at an electronic table game or ETG with as low as a $1 starting bet. That's if you can find a table with a $1 min bet. 2, that's a hit. We win 30, and we go to step 4. That's 60 on the third dozen and 10 on the 0-0 split.
No more bets.
23, wrong dozen. Question of the day, what is your favorite burger joint? I'm from Southern California, but personally I think In-N-Out is a little bit overrated. I love getting chili burgers from Tommy's though. I just found out that they closed the one in Pasadena where I used to go a lot, but now they have one down here in Orange County in Lake Forest. It's a little bit of a drive for me, but I'll get it every once in a while. 15, win 10. If you enjoy discussing gambling systems, join my Discord. We have a pretty active community of around 700 BGens like you. We love talking about gambling, so join today. 0, that's a whack. Minus 20, and we go to step 1. And today I'm giving away some roulette stickers to a lucky subscriber. If you want to try to win some stickers, just comment In-N-Out Urge in the comments below. 34 whack. And if you just want to buy some stickers in the JackAce shop, they're available with free shipping here in the US. 2, that's a hit. We win 10. I think we're going to play this cycle out. This will be our last run. 6, that's another hit. Go to step 3.
No more bets.
11 black, another hit. We win 30. Currently up 100, and we're going to try to hit for the cycle here.
No more bets.
And 9 red, that's a whack, so we lose 70. We're currently up 30. So that's how In-N-Out did it in our live trials. We ended up $30 after 40 spins. But let's check out In-N-Out in the JackAce simulator. What up, donkeys? JackAce here, and we are testing In-N-Out in the JackAce Roulette Simulator. We're trying to increase our bankroll from 200 to 400, from 400 to 600, and from 400 to 800. Trying to go from 200 to 400, we were successful 40.6, 35.8, and 29.3% of the time on single, double, and triple zero wheels. Now, I do want to mention that I didn't bet on the 0-0-0 split. I instead bet on the 1-2 split, and I didn't bet on black. I bet on the high numbers. So the simulations are pretty consistent across the board because of that. Going from 400 to 600, we were successful 55.4, 46.5, and 38.4% of the time on single, double, and triple. So again, pretty big drop off from single to triple. And trying to double our bankroll from 400 to 800, we were successful 36.8%, 27.4, and 19.6% of the time on single, double, and triple. You can see that the fallout is pretty bad going from single to triple. It's about half as successful. So another reason not to play on triple zero wheels. Let's take a look at the number map. You can see even and first dozen was pretty hot. We were betting on the third dozen, which was pretty cold, and the high numbers, which was pretty cold as well. So we still ended up $30 at the end. Let's take a look at the radar map. We only had 40 spins, so not a lot of trials to look at, not a lot of numbers. We only had 40 spins, so not a big sample size. Hitting these numbers 3, 2, 1, or even 0 times. Nothing too unusual about that. Let's go to the results. So that's how In-N-Out did in the JackAce simulator. What do you think about it so far? Here's what I thought of In-N-Out. For betting simplicity, I give it 5 out of 5 stars. This is a set of very simple betting patterns. At most, you're gonna make 2 bets. Pretty simple. Progression simplicity, 5 out of 5 stars. This is just a simple positive progression system. Move on to the next tier when you win, reset to tier 1 when you lose, and on the top tier, always reset to tier 1. Chip uniformity, 4 out of 5 stars. You will not bet giant stacks with this. You won't need to mix up chip denominations. Jackpot potential, there isn't a huge jackpot available with this system. Hitting for the cycle, you're gonna be ahead 190 or 290. Not terrible, but still not enough to double your bankroll. Scalability, 4 out of 5 stars. Again, this is a very scalable system. Instead of the $10 units, just swap out whatever you want as a starting bet. For higher limits, you might consider just starting with 20 units instead though. And of course, if you're playing for real high limits, play this on a single zero wheel. Comp value, as I mentioned before, there's just no comp value with this system. $10 as a starting bet won't get you much of anything playing this. Overall, I give In-N-Out 4 out of 5 stars. There's just not enough jackpot potential to warrant 5 stars. So if you enjoyed this content, remember to like and subscribe. Always gamble responsibly, never play 000 roulette, and peace out, donkeys.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go.